Hometown Dudes with Joe and Seamus. What's up, you old diarrhea slut? That's what I'm going to call people now. Diarrhea sluts.
I was calling you big loads this week.
Yeah.
Big loads.
I had a bit of an emergency diarrhea in the woods the other day.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, dude. And it was right after Heather's kind of birthday dinner we threw. So I had a pretty sizable piece of carrot cake, which has a good deal of not sour cream, cream cheese.
Yeah.
Is like the base
The
for the icing,
yeah.
right? So it's pretty lactosey. So we had a big piece of that after dinner. Follow that up with a couple glasses of milk and some some Easter eggs that Heather bought, and they were like they were from Reese's, so like a peanut butter kind of Easter egg.
Okay.
They tasted pretty goddamn delicious.
High quality Reese's.
Yeah, brand name. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
As soon as I ate about like 6 of them, and they're bigger than like the little Easter egg. They're not like a Cadbury cream egg size, like in between like the little Easter eggs you get and a Cadbury cream egg, so somewhere in the middle. Anyways, had a bunch of those. And then immediately felt pretty bad. So I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. I got to go to bed. Go to sleep. Fine. I wake up and I'm still not feeling like my stomach's a little
rumbly.
Yeah. Let's say. So I'm like, well, I'll just throw some coffee down and I'll fire out whatever poison I put in my body last night. Have some coffee. For some reason that like settled my stomach. So I was like, all right, maybe it's past. And then our neighbors come over and we go take the dogs for a walk up our trail. And we don't get far down the trail, and I start farting. And these farts are fucking horrific. They just stink like
you can smell them bad outside, too.
That's real bad, right? And all I had on were pajama pants. I didn't even have underwear on, right? So it's just this thin layer of polyester. So the farts are blasting right through, and they're just horrific. But got to practice social distancing. So I'm keeping my 2 meters apart from them.
Right.
So they can't smell it, but it's making me almost sick.
They can see the outline of your cock and your PJs, though.
Well, it's cold out, so it was pretty shriveled. It was pretty tiny. And we let the dogs run back and forth. I call them, and they call them, and it's a nice time for the pups. And at about that moment, my stomach just does a rollover and like a clench. And I was like, oh no. I'm further up the trail than they are, and I'm kind of around a corner, and as the dogs run back to the neighbors, I was like, okay, I got to shit. There's just no way around it. I'm either going to do it now or in my pants walking back with them. So I just whip down my pants behind a tree, and this thing, in one shotgun blast, the whole load fires out at me.
I know you sent me a picture.
Yep. I was one blast. That wasn't I stood there and just let it pour out of me. I was one like, flap. And just like splat across the snow. I was like, well, I hope that's it because they might be coming. I got to pull up. So I pull up my pants against my fucking unwiped ass. So I'm just walking back and just everything feels gross. Nothing's leaking out because I did get rid of it.
Right, but it's gross.
The inner ass cheeks are all smeared with this sludge and I just feel yucky, right? And I get back into the house. I was like, Heather, I just shit everywhere. Go dry the dog. I got to go to the bathroom and take my pants off. And there wasn't that much. The pants had to go in the wash, but they weren't a throwaway. They weren't a throwaway, which is good. And then, so.
Wasn't oozing out the bottom?
No, and my stomach was I just felt like shit. I had 3 more diarrheas after that, at least in the comfort of my own home in a toilet. Yeah. And just my stomach was just achy and sore, so I canceled our wrestling viewing plans because I was like, guys, I'm not. I didn't want to do what I did in my house at your house.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I get that.
One thing's having to take a little poop, but not doing that. So, yeah.
Oh.
That was my, what was it, Saturday, I think it was, right? Yeah, that was Saturday. Yeah. And that's been about the highlight of my
that's the highlight of
Corona
my
quarantine.
I got nothing, really.